So I've got half a cup of tea. Actually made that about a third of a cup of tea. And I've also got here a game that I've wanted ever since I saw it, really, which would have been 16 years ago in fact. And yeah, more recently I've wanted it ever since I got my Saturn. So I only got a Saturn for the first time this year, and that is Fighters Megamix. It's actually a Japanese import, and it's got a spine card with it. So obviously with my UK Saturn I'm using the Action Replay cartridge to play it. So put it in and hit record. Yeah, this is basically Virtua Fighter with also the Fighting Vipers characters in it, and you know, elements from the Fighting Vipers games and the Virtua Fighter games. I think there's some way of switching whether your preference is more Virtua Fighter or Fighting Vipers. So let's have a look. Should have pressed start then I fucked up. There's also some random characters in it. I think you can get the car from Daytona USA, stuff like that. What else is there? Can't think. I think you get people out of Virtua Cop. So the only problem with this version is that it's all in Japanese. So there appears to be two options there. So I don't know which one's difficulty or anything like that, so guess we'll just jump in. So as you can see, these will be unlockable characters, so that's where you'll have your Daytona USA car and random shit like that. Interestingly, you got Dural from the start. So you got your Virtua Fighter characters on this side, then you got your Fighting Vipers characters. So what will we go for? Go for Cage. I've never played Fighting Vipers, so yeah, we'll stick to Virtua Fighter for the moment. Now Virtua Fighter 2, that ran at 60 frames a second, but on this game its frame rate's cut down because there's a lot more going on in the game and whatever. So, still runs pretty smoothly though. We've also got this introduction of a sort of like cage thing as well, because of the sheer amount of characters that are on the disc. The music restarts because the music's only like a short clip, rather than being like, you know, a lengthy track that, you know, it doesn't need to restart after every round. But so that is pretty irritating.
Ready, go!
But I suppose they tried the best to fit it all on the disc, so you can't really complain about that. So the Fighting Vipers character has got like a little body icon in the top of the screen, and I wonder whether that's actually the strength of the armour, because if you didn't know, the Fighting Vipers characters have got breakable armour that breaks away. So that's what that could be. So pretty swift loading times.
Ready, go!
The One thing I didn't like about Virtua Fighter was how far the characters jump, and I don't know whether it's just me, but it seemed to have toned it down slightly in this game. You know, it still do jump pretty far, but it doesn't seem as ridiculous. Although it could just be the camera's a bit different, so it doesn't give as much of the effect. Like I always say with Sega games, the presentation is very vibrant. Very good use of the colour. Not too keen on this camera that sort of moves around a lot, but the background doesn't. Really impressed with the load times on this.
Ready, go!
I'm just trying to figure out some special moves. Can never remember them. The thing with me is that my favourite fighting game is Tekken, so I know all the moves for example, Paul Phoenix, but I'm not too hot when it comes to jumping into other games. I also know all the moves for Ryu and Ken in Street Fighter 2, but again, he doesn't. I do feel a bit sparse backgrounds. I don't know, like could have moved the background scenery a bit closer. There just seems to be a big void between the arena and background. I suppose you're supposed to be in a car park, but I don't know. It's pretty sweet, this game, just to admit. That was a big hit. It's got a skateboard, I just realised that. Looks like his skateboard's about to explode or something though. Yeah, have that you come. Nice. Get a little juggle going on against Cage. Cool. What the f... You know, if you're a fan of Virtua Fighter, then you probably already have this. But if you haven't got it, then what are you playing at? I'll probably need to pick up Fighting Vipers at some point. I'll probably get the UK version of that, because the UK version isn't that expensive. Some of the Saturn games are just cheaper to buy Japanese imports. Console did a lot better over there, so they sold more copies, so that brings the price down.
Fight! Ready, go!
So what I'm going to do now, I think that's quit. Is it? I'm going to quit and pick a Fighting Vipers character. So what we got? Which one's the dude with the skateboard? That dude there. Try picky. See what he's saying. Loading. So yeah, now we've got two Fighting Vipers characters on their screen. Doesn't actually feel as responsive as the Virtua Fighter character I was playing as, Cage. Yeah, definitely still sort of got different fighting styles between the two. I believe this this game had some. That's interesting. It broke. You can break through the barriers. I assume you can only do that at the end of the round.
Ready, go!
Yeah, this game had some of the elements of Virtua Fighter 3 in, I believe, which should be a dodge button. Yeah, dodge. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like on Virtua Fighter 3, just like standing there and dodging and then hitting them with a few punches and a kick or whatever. The old punch kick combo like that. So with a skateboard. So that's cool.
Fight. Ready, go!
The only bad thing I can say about this game is the issue with the music, how it restarts constantly. Wait for it. Oh, we're at the end of that, so I won't do it. But yeah, it restarts constantly. That does start to grate. Because I think it's because they started.
Ready, go!
Each track sounds like it's got a bit of an intro on, so it's just like you're constantly listening to an intro. Should maybe have like sort of cut to the chorus, so to speak, right from the start, just so you know straight into a pumping sort of soundtrack. Can't really say it's pumping, it sounds
Ready, go!
like some lame oriental shit. But you know what I mean. Interesting sort of little reversal there, I think. Come on, you cunt. Yeah. That must feel so satisfying, just smashing someone back with a skateboard. The frame rate apparently isn't as high as Virtua Fighter 2, but it's still incredibly smooth compared to a lot of the 3D games on the 32-bit consoles. So pretty awesome that. You do have to wonder whether they could have used that extra frame rate a bit better in Virtua Fighter 2. Maybe instead of 60 frames a second, just ran it at 25-30 and I don't know, put a bit more graphical detail in or something like that.
Fight. Ready, go!
I suppose I hear that the first edition of Virtua Fighter was a bit of a mess when it comes to the frame rate and whatnot. So maybe they thought that they sort of had to do 60 frames a second just to prove the point. I'm finding this game actually more enjoyable than Virtua Fighter 2 because it just seems like there's a lot more going on. You know, obviously you can sidestep. There seems to be a bit more depth to these Fighting Vipers characters. I know there is a lot of depth in Virtua Fighter, but I mean, it's not probably depth that's not straight away accessible like it is in these Virtua Fighting Vipers, Fighting Vipers characters. This is actually the last game that I've got to do a Let's Play on for the Saturn until I get some new games. So from now on, I'm not sure. I might go for Mega Drive games or Possibly a bit of PlayStation. I've also got the PS2 I want to do some on. Not forgetting the Dreamcast. It's an awesome console. You know, I've got a lot of games that I want to play and give a little bit of commentary and whatnot on. So I'm going to end this one now. Edit up the videos and yeah, see where I'm going to head in the future, soon future. But yeah, this game, buy it without a doubt. If you're a fan of any fighting game, you'll enjoy this, I would think. Very, very nice. Cheap to pick up. It's not hard to get a UK version. Japanese version, there's a ton out there, so definitely pick this one up. Fighters Megamix for the Sega Saturn.